Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's Duffy. Today I got a different effect for you guys. It's a transition. It's like a chroma ghost transition effect. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Comment, let me know what you guys think. Let's get into it. Alright, you guys, so starting off, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a new adjustment layer for the transition effect to take place on. So for some of them you can do like 6, some of them you can do 8, even some of them you can kind of get away with 4, but for this video I'm going to do just 8 frames. So since I'm doing 8, I'm going to go ahead and count out to 8 and then cut it right at the 8 mark. Okay, so after you guys get your adjustment layer set up, go ahead and drag it to the middle of your 2 clips. Alright guys, so after you guys get your adjustment layer moved, go ahead and go to the effects panel and we're going to look up S_warp chroma. That'll be the first effect that we throw on. Okay, so after you guys get your effect set up, go ahead and turn on the keyframes for warp amount and for the brightness, and go to the very beginning of your adjustment layer. Now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just reset the warp amount straight to 0, and we're going to leave the brightness alone for now. We're going to count 4 frames in, so that should be the middle of your adjustment layer, and we're going to up the warp amount to 1.25, and then we're actually going to turn the brightness down to 0.4. Now when you set the keyframe, it'll look dark at first, and that should be fine. That's how it should look. It'll brighten up later with all the other effects that we throw on it, so it should balance out. But once you get the brightness set, go ahead and count 4 frames again to the end of your adjustment layer, and make sure you reset your amounts back to the base amount. So for warp amount 0, for your brightness, just set it back to 1. Alright you guys, so for the next effect, we're just going to look up a simple brightness and contrast effect. We're going to add like a simple flash kind of. After you guys get your brightness and contrast effect added, go ahead and turn on the keyframes for your brightness and your contrast. Make sure that they're set to 0 at the beginning, and we're going to count to 4 again to get to the middle. Now we're going to turn the brightness all the way up to 150, just max that bad boy out, and then we're going to set the contrast to 50. After you get those set, count 4 again, just make sure you're at the end, and then reset those values back to 0. And you should have something kind of like this. It's nothing too crazy yet, but once we get some of these other effects added, it'll definitely look a lot better. So for the next effect, all we're going to do is just add another basic effect. It's going to be a vibrance effect. Go ahead and put that on there. Start at the beginning of your clip, turn on both vibrance and saturation, count again 4 frames in. We're going to turn both of them to 50. Actually, probably would have been better if I just typed it. We're going to do 50 for both. And then same thing again, count 4 to the end, reset. Alright you guys, so for the last effect we're going to be adding, we're going to add the echo effect onto the adjustment layer. So look up echo and go ahead and drag and drop it. Drag your cursor to the beginning and set your keyframes for echo time, number of echoes, and then the decay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set the echo time to 0. I'm going to set the number of echoes to 0. And I'm going to actually leave the decay alone. I'm going to leave the decay at 1 for now. I'm going to move it later, but yeah, you can just leave it base for now. So you guys probably know by now, count 4 in, get to the middle. So for the echo time, I'm going to do minus 0.03. I'm going to do about 4 echoes. And then the decay, I'm actually going to drop to about, I don't know, what do I want to do? Probably like 55. 55 looks cool. And if you run it back, this is what it should look like. And And actually, I just did this off camera. I meant to show you guys this, but if you want, you can add motion blur. And then if you don't know anything about keyframing, go to your effects panel and open up every single effect that we just added onto the adjustment layer. Make sure that you can see your keyframes. They should be kind of like a diamond shape, like a rounded diamond. What you're gonna do is you're gonna highlight every single keyframe that you have, make sure all of them are highlighted, and you're gonna press F9. F9 easy eases your keyframe, so it eases them in and out. Basically just gives it like a crispier look. And I can show you guys, let me zoom up. I can show you guys what that looks like. So that's with the F9 keys. It just kind of polishes up a little bit more, and the motion blur as well. But yeah, guys, that's basically how you do the chroma ghost transition effect. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have anything, let me know. Let me know in the comments any critiques or ideas or anything you want to see. Like I said, if you like the video, subscribe, like it. I should be posting more. I'm trying to figure out like a schedule right now. So as of right now, it's nothing set in stone. But turn the noties on so you can see when I do post. And yeah, man, it's been Duffy. Thank you guys.